Hello to you, and thanks so much for being with us today for Spotlight Carolina. I'm Mark Cady. Many seniors have been tapping into the equity that already exists in their home thanks to a reverse mortgage. Today on Spotlight Carolina, we have our good friend Jamie Fleming with us from Alpha Mortgage Corporation. Always great to have you here.
It's good to be here.
You have taught us a lot about reverse mortgages, and people are really starting to take hold of this incredible way to really kind of get funds, you know, in their senior years. Talk a little bit about a reverse mortgage, and I want to talk about it from a realtor's perspective a little bit. Talk about why realtors prefer sometimes a reverse mortgage.
Absolutely, and it is a great program for both the home buyer and the realtor. On a regular basis, I hear from realtors who say they have a hard time finding adequate housing for someone in this market that has a very limited budget. The good news is with a reverse mortgage, they have much greater purchasing power that allows the home buyer to find the home they really want instead of having to use up all of their available assets. And if you look at the example that we have, a 70-year-old could potentially purchase a home up to $350,000 and only be required to bring about $191,000 to closing. That's an incredible purchasing power there.
It really does seem like a win-win both for the homeowner and the realtor. The homeowner gets the home they want. The realtor loves that because their job is to get the homeowner into the home that they really want. I know that you have to use the funds to buy a primary residence.
It has to be a primary residence.
Are there any other limitations when it comes to buying the home?
There are a few limitations on the types of properties that you can buy, and they are very similar to what you would find with a traditional mortgage. A homeowner could buy a single family home, a 2 to 4 unit home such as a duplex, triplex, or quadplex, as long as they live in one of those units as their primary residence. Where we run into the limitations is when you're looking for properties such as a condo or a manufactured home. There are just a different set of guidelines for that, but the best thing to do if a homeowner is interested in that is just give us a call and we'll go over those different guidelines and restrictions with them.
Are there any considerations that the realtor should take in mind?
What they need to make sure they're not looking for a fixer-upper type of property, because that's typically not acceptable for the loan program. It just needs to be in general overall good condition with limited repairs needed, and there are also no seller concessions allowed. And what that means is with traditional mortgage loans, sometimes the seller is able to help pay for some of the closing costs for the buyer. That's not allowed with a reverse mortgage. The realtor simply needs to be able to negotiate the best sales price up front for their home buyer.
I know you've told us before about a reverse mortgage that the borrower is not required to make the monthly payments on the mortgage.
Correct.
Is that correct? So are there any other obligations that the buyer has to oblige by?
Right. With all reverse mortgages, all homeowners still have to maintain their property taxes, their homeowners insurance premiums, HOA dues if those are applicable, and just keep up the regular maintenance and upkeep of the home.
I love the fact that we've talked about the fact that it's a tough market sometimes to find that home, and a reverse mortgage is really helping a lot of seniors find that home that is really what they want to do.
Absolutely.
See if a reverse mortgage is right for you. Alpha Mortgage Corporation specializes in this. You go to reversemortgagevalue.com, call 581-4108. That's 581-4108. Jamie, always great to have you here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us today on Spotlight Carolina.